Hello and welcome to the map editing video for CityGen3D. Just thought I'd show you some of the custom map editing functionality. You'll all be familiar with the OpenStreetMap to Unity scene workflow, but this allows you to also use a custom map, so it can be completely fictional environment. We go to custom here, just call this test and start, and it's as simple as that to get going. What we'd then do, you have to add the generator in to activate the toolbar, but we could then select, say, grass. We hold down Control key and we've got a grass background. Add a residential area here. We could even have a motorway going through like this. But I've been editing one myself, so we'll just load that up. So here I've got something in progress here. It's a nice motorway with a railway line going through. Some minor roads coming off the motorway into a residential area. Bit of woodland up there and some tracks. So we'll just add a little bit more to this one, and then we'll try generating it and see what it looks like. So if we go surface, just on the toolbar here, you've got services, roads, buildings, features, which are all objects defined by more than one node. So things in a sort of a path shape, like a fence or a wall, things like that. Entities are items that can be just defined by a single node. So a bus stop, bench, litter bin, things like that. And you can also add individual trees as well if you want to. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's add some water. In fact, we'll do that. We'll have a nice lake or something here. So again, I'm just holding down Control and clicking this out. Once we lift Control, it completes the object, but we can then move around the nodes as we want to, and we can also add some in. So if I can press plus on the numpad here, just gives me another node. I do it again, and etc. And you can take them away just by clicking the minus as well. Okay, so that's given us a nice big lake. Let's have a look over here. Let's add some loads of trees around here, shall we? So again, we can just add our forest in here, shape it how we want. Let's add some more roads. We'll just have a minor road coming off here, shall we? There we go. Okay, so that's our map. We'll call that finished for now, shall we? And we'll have a look at it in 3D. And all you have to do, we've got this new system here for generator actions, which will actually run through the whole generator sequence for you, just with one button click essentially. But just to give you an idea of what it's doing behind the scenes, you can interact with all these different components, all these different modules of the generator, and define the rules that you want to make your environment exactly how you want it, with regards to texturing and all the different options you have. I mean, I'll go through all of these in more detail at a later date, but I just wanted to show you have a lot more control over what the environment ends up looking like, even though we're not actually going to use that today. We're just going to use the defaults here. So if I'm going to click Run Generator now, we shall see what happens. So it's going through each of those actions in turn, starting with the terrain generation, splat map, water generation, roadside prefabs, which includes houses in this case, and it finishes off with the terrain detail, the grass and the trees. And that is basically finished. So if we get a little bit closer, see what it looks like. So here's our motorway. We've got our guardrails. Again, all this is defined. If you didn't want guardrails there, you wouldn't have to have them. If you didn't want street lights there, they wouldn't necessarily be there. But I'm just using pretty much the default settings for now. We've got our little railway running along the side here. And we get to our forest area. Lots of trees. And this is our footway, our gravel track here. So you have full control over the, road texturing. You can have pathways and roads that have no curb, so it's quite organic like this. And obviously the main roads and motorways, highways, that sort of thing, you can have curbs and road markings on as well. Let's go and find one of the minor roads. The minor roads default to having double yellow lines on as well, just to show the different markings that you can have. And as I say, up close, pretty detailed texturing on there. But that just shows you how easy it is just to draw your own map in CityGen3D and have it generated for you. If you want to play around with that, let me know how you get on. There'll be some more improvements to this functionality over the coming months. It's still in its infancy at this point, the custom editing, so there's some usability things that we're looking to improve, but it's still quite fun to play around with even at this early stage. So yeah, let me know how you get on. Thanks so much.